to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Washington Huskies, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Washington Huskies offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football. No answer. Second down, they go for the pass. They give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with two great plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finds his man. It's Jackson. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So Michigan's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Did make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The give to the back.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. So So here comes the Michigan offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got a little space. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Figueroa. Grab near the marker, it's Covey. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Covey. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Covey. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
He found open space. The man might as well start playing. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grab behind the line, it's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Back to throw, it's Figueroa. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They kick it away on 4th down. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll keep it himself. Runs through a tackle. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Number 18, set to kick off.
Find some fresh air.
Returner is tackled down at the 36, and your Michigan Wolverines will take
Guys,
over.
here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Figueroa. That's caught. It's Hansen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
To the ground with the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense. Especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Looking downfield, it's Figueroa. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Bringing the heat. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Hard running there. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Bond. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver...
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. To the air on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find the rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Looking for a little juice and energy with a field goal. You don't get it, guys. You're still down by 16. First play of the drive comes from the 41. He wants to change this route. Trying to beat him to the left. Oh, better look out. Got the first down and still on his feet. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. First and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Figueroa. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got the quick pass. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. Just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me...
Oh, he's got some space. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And this defense, just a little bit of a letdown right before the half. Been controlling this football game, been dominating this football game, giving up points, got to go into half, get it buckled back down, get that intensity cranked back up.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Toss to the left. Finding an escape route. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
He's got room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. To throw, it's Baker. Going for it all. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. So now on comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
There he goes. The 50. Inside the 30. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter.
Oh, and they blocked it. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Michigan offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's
turning it on. Spins away. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Scott. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark. Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver and the intended target, and as a result, that ball's incomplete.
With the catch, it's Mark. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Figueroa. Looking to the big tight end. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll give it to the back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to get...
Touchdown, Wolverines! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the...
Breaks into the open. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who's... Who makes the winning plays to take home that W? They had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Just nowhere to go against this defense. on third down. Washington sends out the punt team. Takes it on the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition. Defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Catch in the middle. It's Smalls. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Wolverines. Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake. They'll go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. Finally, David, to get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back. And
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Using his legs, it's Scott. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds his tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've already converted a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 39. Here's a heat. Caught over the middle. It's Smalls. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to throw again. Under fire. Quarterback gets the first down. And he slides down and gets just enough to move those chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got room to work. And from solid space makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
The give to the left. Shows him the stiff arm. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there. A tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Shakes off the defender.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on third down coming up. Let's call it third and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
They're going to test the right side with this one. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. FIU handled its business today, and given what this week was like in Miami, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Going to swing it on second down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Oh, and he took a shot. Threw that one away.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly.
Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid-yardage on the return. What a play there.
And, man, what a mistake. Jesse, how much do you think about as a quarterback? I'm backed up with my own man. Like, I got to be conservative, or you just play football?
No, you've got to be conservative, especially at that part of the field. You cannot try and force the ball into an area where there's a lot of defenders. That interception really cost this offense. We're going to see if that leads to points.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after